All right, everybody, joining me right now live in the studio is the one and only mayor of Cedar Falls, Danny Laudick. Danny, thank you so much for coming in here
as always.
On this fine Tuesday.
Good to see you again.
We got some updates on City Council, right?
Yeah. So we got some new council members, Councilman Nagel and then Councilman Fairbanks. So we got two new ones on, and just had our first meeting last night. Went well. First meeting of the year is usually pretty easy.
Right.
And there's no
it's
big
syllabus
things.
Week.
Yeah. No big things on there.
Okay.
And some good committee conversations. Our capital improvements plan, which kind of builds off of last year's goal setting and then goes into next year's budget. Helps us set everything going forward. Budget takes like a 3-month process to really go through, flesh it out, look at the plan, take it back to council, reduce it, increase it, whatever we want to do. So
yeah, and there's a lot of fine details to comb through with the budget, especially. But coming from 2025, going into 2026, we're talking goal setting here. Was there anything that you wanted to capitalize more that you did well in 2025 into 26?
Yep. So some of the big things that people will see coming up this year is with our new strategic plan, which we haven't officially approved, but we used the outcomes in the goal setting process. Enhanced recreational amenities was a big thing. Outdoor turf facilities, looking at additional recreational facilities, investments in our park spaces, both our existing ones that need some updating, but also some new park spaces needed. And so that was a big priority area, both on the funding side and what we're prioritizing for where we're putting our capital. And so this year, the community is going to see quite a few significant recreation projects. Multi-sport outdoor turf facility is a big one that we're working on.
That's huge.
And again, that's not just for Cedar Falls. That's region-wide. That's something that's amenity we need. You know, and that helps partner with what Waterloo's doing on the court work side for the court facilities. And that recreational facilities, the parks. So if you look into our CIP, which it's probably too boring for most people to dig into that, but when we get to the budget time over the next couple of months, you'll see a lot of priorities and funding around some of those studies and design studies for those projects, but then also investments in the parks. We can't do them all at once, but kind of stepping through and updating a lot of those facilities.
And of course, with the new year comes a new counterpart. 10 minutes down the road, the new mayor of Waterloo, Dave Boson. Have you had any contact with him?
Well, we talked just shortly before the new year, just kind of a, hey, congratulations, looking forward to working with you. I've worked with Dave in the past, not really closely, but just as a council member, as a community member. I've gotten together with him a few times, so looking forward to working with him. And everyone always asks, what do you guys do together? What do the cities do? And there's not always a lot of direct projects like infrastructure. We've got our own roads, we've got our own sewer, we've got all that stuff separate. But it's more just that partnership, that sister city relationship of, are we keeping in touch with each other? Like I mentioned, turf facilities and court facilities, making sure the things we're doing are lining up and are valuable to the whole region so that we're not overlapping on things that we're looking to do.
Well, it'll be interesting to see that dynamic develop in 2026. Danny, thank you so much for coming in.
Yeah, my pleasure.